Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what we are going to do is we are going to create our own ChatGPT. Yes, you heard the same. So we are going to develop our own ChatGPT in couple of minutes, I would say. So what we will do is we will use the .NET Core, we will use the DeepSeek free version, and then we will do the magic in just 10 minutes. So let's get started. So I have already created it. I'm just showing you how it worked, and then we will move to the code itself. Let's say I wanted to get some detail about dependency injection. So it will think in the same manner as our ChatGPT is doing, and you will see that how the results would look like. So after the result, I will show you the step-by-step configuration, how I did that, what tools we needed, what type of free version we have, and what type of code we need to implement. So see, this is what our ChatGPT, in the same manner as the ChatGPT is giving us the answer, I'm getting the same answer with all those code snippet, all those benefits, and whatever the explanation it required, it is doing the same. So let's move to the .NET project. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do is, as we are using the .NET and we don't want to use any paid version, so for that we have used the OpenRouter.ai that is built on DeepSeek. What we have to do is we have to have the API key available for that, and I have already taken that and just showing you. You just need to create the OpenRoute account, and in the settings you need to create your own key. So once that key is created, you just need to put the key in the app setting, and the rest of things would be automatically be done by this API key. So that is the first step which we need to do. And on the other hand, what other things we need to do is we have to have a model that is a chat request model. It will ask for the message, and then once we give the message, it will give us the answer. And then a one service that is DeepSeek service needed. I'm just explaining it, and then we'll show you how I have configured it. So we need to have the HTTP client available and the configuration we need so that we can get all those app settings from our app settings. So here I have the constructor in which HTTP client and config underscore config have been initialized, and ask AI is a function to which we will pass the message, and the rest of things will be done by the API. So API key we are getting from our app setting URL that is also available in the app setting I have given over there, and this is the request body. And as you can see, we are using the DeepSeek model, and that is a free model, by the way. So once you will use this model, everything will be free, and you will get the same answer as ChatGPT is giving us. Then the request model we are creating, and then the header authorization. Definitely, we need to provide the API key so that it should be authorized that we are authorized to use the API. And then we are creating the content. As you can see, the JSON content are being created, and then we are sending it the request to HTTP client. I mean, we are sending request to the DeepSeek, and then the result would be there, and that result can be parsed into the JSON, and then we are showing it back to our controller. So this is what our service look like. I will also give the same code in the video so that if you wanted to do it from there onward, then the initial code will be with you. So the DeepSeek service has been created. Then the third thing we need a chat controller. So controller is just a starting point, I would say. As you can see, the route is AP and chat, and this is our default controller. DeepSeek service need to be initialized, and just we have to have a one endpoint, and that would be the post endpoint in which we just pass the message, and the rest of things will be done here. So this is pretty much what we have to do is we have three things: a one controller, a one model, and a DeepSeek service. These three things are needed, and a part of that, definitely we have to have the API key available over there. And one more thing which I have already installed over here is there is a Swagger, because I also show you that how we can get the result from Swagger as well. So I have configured the Swagger, and for Swagger, you people might know that in the program file, what we have to do is we need to add these two services, Endpoint API Explorer and the Add Swagger. And then this core is needed if you are hitting the API from HTML. That I will also show you that how the HTML is being configured, and then we need to have the pipeline available for Swagger. So this is what we have done so far. Let me show you the Swagger first, and then I will explain the HTML file as well. So so this is the Swagger, as I already show you that we have configured the Swagger. So we can hit that endpoint, and as you can see, our controller endpoint is a post endpoint, and here we can do the same thing as we wanted. We can put the message over here, and the message the same as ChatGPT is receiving. So, for example, I'm saying is what is, for example. So I'm just executing it, and it will do the same thing as the ChatGPT or the other AI tools are doing. So definitely it will think about it. And as you know, on the Swagger, there is nothing that we can show other than this loading. So once it will be load, it will show you the result. As you can see, it says that what the user ask is and what AI is explaining it. So in the same manner, we can format it accordingly, whatever HTML body we need to have some fancy things over there so that it can show in the proper manner as we are seeing in the chat GPT. So this is what the Swagger is doing. So now I'm going to explain you that if you wanted to have the HTML page available where you can execute it accordingly as I was showing previously. So I'm also explaining it. I have already created. Let me show you. This is my HTML page, and let me show you some styling over there. I will give you all those code along with this video so that you can see all those stylings over there. The key point I just wanted to show you so that you should be aware that how this API is being called from the HTML. So it just there is an input and button. On click, we are calling this send, and on the send button, as you can see, there is, let me show you the send button. So on the send button, first messages being parsed from there, and if there is no message, it's returned back, and then the screen loader would be initiated over there. This is what the loading will show that it is working over there, and this is the request. Method is post, header is application JSON, and then the signifying is message, and we are just waiting to get the result, and once the result would be there, then loading would be removed, and then the message would be shown over there. So I will give you all those code with you so that you can see that how it work. So that is pretty much that what we have done so far. It is same as that of ChatGPT. So I think you get the idea, and if you have any question, you can post me in the channel and I will answer accordingly. Thank you so much. Bye.